It is almost impossible to overstate the trauma of this event. This was not just a military defeat. It was a theological catastrophe. The temple, the house of God, was gone. The land, the gift of the covenant, had been lost. The Davidic king, the symbol of the eternal pact, was a captive. The central question that haunted the exiles was a devastating one. Had God abandoned them? Or worse, had their God been defeated by the gods of Babylon? Everything they had built, everything they had believed in, lay in ruins. This could have been the end of the story. Like so many other ancient peoples conquered by empires, they could have assimilated, forgotten their language, their God, their identity, and simply faded away. But they didn't. Something remarkable happened in the crucible of exile. Deprived of their land and their temple, the Jewish people were forced to find a new way to be Jewish. They could no longer offer sacrifices, so they turned to prayer. They could no longer make pilgrimages to a central shrine, so they created small sanctuaries wherever they were. This was the birth of the synagogue, the house of assembly. The scribes and scholars, led by prophets like Ezekiel, began the monumental task of gathering, editing, and canonizing their sacred texts. The stories, the laws, the prophecies that had once been part of an oral tradition were now written down, becoming the Hebrew Bible. The text became their temple. The study of Torah became their form of worship. In Babylon, they learned to be a nation in spirit, even when they were not a nation in geography. They maintained their traditions, their dietary laws, their observance of the Sabbath. These practices became markers of identity, ways of preserving their distinctiveness in a foreign land. They were no longer Judeans, people of a specific place, Judah. They became Jews, a people defined by their faith, regardless of where they lived. This transformation was one of the most pivotal moments in their history. It created a Judaism that was